welcome to statistics class, and we were discussing about statistical inference. In statistical inference, first unit we already completed, it was theory topic. Then we moved towards the large sample test. Large sample test is nothing but where our sample size is greater than or equal to 30, that we consider as large sample test. And in large sample test, we know that there are 4 applications. In that first application was test for population mean, which we already completed. We have seen that the steps under what are the steps to conduct the test for population mean. Then we have seen some of the problem, the two tail, left tail or right tail. Altogether 5 to 6 problems we have seen in case of the test for population mean. And next one, the second application of large sample test, that is test for equality of means of two population. What is this two population? In case of test for population mean, there you were seeing only one particular population. For example, one sample, for example sample, the 20 samples they have taken, and that 20 samples mean standard deviation. So we were discussing about only one particular population mean, sample mean and standard deviation. But here what happens in the sense, you will get two populations. One more population you will get where you will take the sample as 25. Then mean, standard deviation as well as mu. Here also mean, standard deviation as well as mu. Sample mean and population mean. So here you get two sets of population. In case of test for population mean, the first application where you were getting only one set, only one particular set of population. Here you get two sets of populations. So now we have to test for equality of means of two populations. So in order to conduct this particular test, there are some of the steps are there. Steps are similar to test for population mean, only changes with your null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis as well as test statistics. So you will get different formula here. So altogether in case of large sample test you will get 4 formulas. That is depending upon the 4 application. First application, test for population mean, one formula. Test for equality of means of two population, one more formula. Then test for population proportion comes, next third one, there one formula. And last 4th application, there one more formula. So altogether in case of large sample test, you will get 4 formulas depending upon the 4 applications. Now we will write the steps how to conduct this particular test. Then first step comes setting of null hypothesis. Since we have two population here, now we need to set the null hypothesis as population means, the population means are equal. Population means are equal. How we need to set in case of test for population mean? The population mean is equal, but here two population, so population means are equal. So we need to take mu1 is equal to mu2. As I said, we take two populations, so mu1 and mu2. Then in case of alternative hypothesis, if it is two-tailed, population means are not equal. Population means are not equal. So mu1 is not equal to mu2, that is two tail. If it is two tail, or else if it is one tail, then you have to set h1. The first population mean, that is mu1 is lesser than population mean. So here mu1 is lesser than mu2. mu1 is lesser than mu2. Then it is left tail. Orange in case of right tail or alternative hypothesis. Null hypothesis will be same for all. In case of in case of right tail, the first population mean or else the means of first population, the first population sorry, here we have not written mean. First population mean is more than or greater than second population mean. What happens here? mu1 is greater than mu2. Then it is right tail. This is all. Now, third step here. After setting null and alternative hypothesis, third step, that is computation of test statistic. Computation of test statistic means we need to write the formula here, then we need to substitute that particular formula. So what is the formula here in order to compute the test statistics? What is the formula? Here x bar 1 minus x bar 2 divided by the root of population standard deviation 1 divided by n1 plus population standard deviation 2 divided by n2. So this is the formula in order to compute a test for equality of means of two population. Then comes their fourth step. What we need to take? Depending upon the level of significance and alternative hypothesis. Depending upon the level of significance and alternative hypothesis, the critical value k is chosen from the table. After taking critical value from the table, then we have to analysis whether it falls in the acceptance region or rejection region. That is the last step, that is fifth step. Now we have to check if calculated value lies in the acceptance region, at 0 null hypothesis is accepted. Otherwise H0 is rejected. Otherwise null hypothesis is rejected. Now these are the 5 steps in case of test for equality of means of two population. See, these 5 steps only these steps may come for 5 marks, and you will get here this kind of procedure for all those 4 applications. You have 4 applications. In 4 applications also you will get this same steps. Only the change in case of formula will be changing, and also how to frame null and alternative hypothesis may change, and remaining things will be similar to other steps also. Similar steps are similar to other applications. Similar steps are similar to all the applications. All the steps are similar except this test statistics and null and alternative hypothesis. Now we will see some of the problems under test for equality of means of two populations. Now we will see the first problem under a second application. Now read the problem there. From the following data, test whether mean daily wages of workers. Problem is about the mean daily wages of workers of factory A and B are equal. We need to test whether the mean daily wages of workers of particular factory, that is A and B, whether it is equal or not equal. Now problem is given here, factory A and B and number of workers 200 and 450, mean daily wages in rupees 195 and 200, and standard deviation is given 20 and 30. Now firstly we need to see the problem here. Here they have mentioned the word equal. So we are not finding anything like less than or more than, or factory A is the mean daily wages of workers of factory A is lesser than factory B. Then we need to take it as left tail. Or in case the mean daily wages of factory A is greater than or more than factory B, then we need to take it as right tail. But here in the question they have given as mean daily wages of workers of factory A and factory B are equal. So we can easily make out that it is two-tailed test since they have taken it as equal here. And when you get the problem in the form of table, now factory A and B, number of workers are nothing but the size of the sample which they have chosen from that particular population. From factory A they have taken 200 and factory B they have taken 450. And mean daily wages, the daily wages, their mean value 195 and 200, and standard deviation 20 and 30. Now you need to see what is the formula here. Formula is normal test, that is x bar 1 minus x bar 2 divided by root of standard deviation 1 square by n1 plus standard deviation 2 square by n. So this is the formula. Now here we need to see what and all terms we require there. Mean, that is sample mean 1 and 2. So mean they have given directly, sample mean 1 and 2. And size n1 and n2, that is number of workers n1 and n2. Then standard deviation. This indicates the population standard deviation, that is given 20 and 30. If population standard deviation, here it is in the form of table, so directly what values they have given, directly we can substitute. Sometimes when it will be, the problem is in the form of, if it is in the word problem. If they do not mention population standard deviation, in that place we can replace it with sample standard deviation, how we used to do in case of first application. So here also, if population standard deviation is not given in the problem, that can be replaced with the sample standard deviation. So this is the formula. Now before that we write what are the terms which they have given in the problem. So your solution, write the solution there. The given values, that is n1 is equal to 200, n2 is equal to 450, and first sample mean, that is 195, and x bar 2, the second sample mean, that is 200. Then the standard deviation of first population is 20 and standard deviation of second population is 30. Then level of significance significance they have given as 1%. So level of significance is equal to 1%. Nextly, we need to write null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. We know that it is two-tailed test since they have taken it as equal. So it is two-tailed test. Then write the null hypothesis as the mean daily wages of workers of factory A and factory B are equal. So that means mu1 is equal to mu2. Then mu1 is equal to mu2. Then alternative hypothesis. We know that it is two-tailed test. Then alternative hypothesis will come as it is not equal. The mean daily wages of workers of factory A and factory B are not equal. So we need to take their mu1 is not equal to mu2, and it is which kind of test? It is two-tailed test. So we completed with the first and second step. Then next step it is test statistic. Computation of test statistic. They write the formula. Normal test is equal to x bar 1 minus x bar 2 divided by root of standard deviation 1 square by n1 plus standard deviation 2 square by n2. Now substitute into the formula. X bar 1, there it is 195 minus x bar 2 200 divided by the root of standard deviation 1, it is 20 square by n1 200 plus standard deviation 2, it is 30 square by n2 value, it is 450. Now take the values there. 195 minus 200, you get there minus 5. Then here the square 20 square by 200, then 30 square by 450. First you need to make the square, then you have to divide. After dividing you have to add, then you have to take the root. When you take the root, you get the answer as 2. So you get there from this, you will get minus 5 by 2. So we get their answer as minus 2.5. Calculated value as minus 2.5. If you want, you can extend these steps. Further you can extend these steps and then you can get this particular answer. Now we need to take the table values. So what is the level of significance here? Level of significance is 1%. So now at 1% level of significance, 1% level of significance, the critical values are 1%, you will get value as 2.58. Since it is two-tailed test, we need to take two values, that is minus 2.58 and positive 2.58. Now we need to check whether this calculated value, whether it lies in between these two values. Here if you see the graph, here minus 1, 2, 3 and minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Where 2.58 will fall, 2.58 will come on an average, it is here positive, and negative 2.58 will fall here. But your calculated value you got as minus 2.5. So minus 2.5 it may come on an average, it will come 2.5 will fall here. So it is within the given range, or it will fall in the acceptance region, means in between these two values. So we need to conclude here, since calculated value lies in the acceptance region, calculated value lies in the acceptance region. So here therefore head 0 is accepted. So here what happens, since it falls in the acceptance region, we accept the null hypothesis. We accept here null hypothesis. So what could be our conclusion? Here we need to write conclusion as the mean daily wages. Erase the problem. So our conclusion is, at the conclusion, if we accept the null hypothesis, we accepted the null hypothesis. So this is our conclusion. We need to write once again the null hypothesis. The mean daily wages of workers of factory A and factory B are equal. Factory A and factory B are equal. So here we got from this particular test, we got it as the mean daily wages of workers of factory A and factory B are equal. And this particular problem, it's of where you got your problem in the form of table. But it's not necessary that in the second application you have to get your problem in the form of table. You may get word problems also. In case of this, you may get one tail, that is right tail or left tail. There your question will be the mean wages, daily wages of workers of factory A is lesser than factory B. If such kind of question comes, then we need to take the test as left tail. Or in the case where the mean daily wages of workers of factory A is more than or greater than factory B, then you need to take the test as right tail. So here also same possibilities what we have seen in case of first application, test for population mean. There what possibility was there? Same possibility, but the difference is here one is with the formula and you will get two sets of information, where you get two sets of information, n1, n2, x bar 1 and x bar 2, standard deviation 1 and standard deviation 2. If you get one set of information about mean, that is test for population mean. If you get two sets of information about the mean, that is test for equality of means of two population. Here we are testing the what is the equality between the mean of first population and the mean of second population. The equality of means of two population, two sets of information. Now I think with this we can wind up with today's class. Tomorrow we will see the problems under the second application. They are less than and more than kind of problems.